India's recent economic indicators present a mixed and increasingly worrying picture for the third quarter. The economy celebrated a strong 8.2% GDP growth in Q2, the highest in 6 quarters, driven partly by a favorable low base effect, especially in manufacturing. While this number boosted confidence, subsequent data on industrial production and manufacturing activity paint a less optimistic outlook. The Index of Industrial Production (IIP) for October 2025 grew by just 0.4%, its lowest in 14 months, with manufacturing slowing sharply to 1.8%. This stands in contrast to the 9.1% manufacturing growth projected in the Q2 GDP figures. A major reason for this divergence is the impact of US tariffs. Although exports briefly grew in September as older orders were cleared, October saw merchandise exports contract by nearly 12%, signaling weakening global demand and shifting order patterns. The manufacturing PMI further supports this trend, dropping to a 9-month low of 56.6 in November, with export orders rising at their slowest pace in over a year. Beyond manufacturing, weather disruptions also played a role in dragging growth. Winter conditions affected electricity generation, while extended rains hampered mining output, leading to a contraction in the primary goods sector in October. Investment growth, which appeared resilient in Q2 at 7.3%, may also be losing steam. The capital goods segment grew only 2.4%, again the weakest in 14 months. Household consumption, a key pillar of economic stability, is equally concerning. Despite an 8% rise in private final consumption expenditure in Q2, the IIP data show both consumer durables and non-durables contracting in October, marking their worst combined performance in 2 years. This slowdown came right after GST rate rationalization, indicating that reduced tax rates did not produce an immediate surge in demand. GST collections of 1.7 lakh crore in November, reflecting October activity, underscore the same trend. Put together, weak industrial production, dampened exports, slow investment momentum, and muted consumption all point to a challenging start to Q3. For UPSC aspirants, this scenario highlights key topics in GS3: economic growth trends, external sector vulnerabilities, tariff impacts, industrial health, and the interplay between fiscal policy and consumer behavior.